All right, y'all, it's August 1st, one of the hottest months here in New Orleans, and this is an area we call the Corner Project. We've got moringa behind us that is just risen up high. This is what they call the Hellstrip, terrible soil that we're actually trying to build up. So on this moringa, we have some beautiful passion fruit that's climbing up it, this passion fruit vine. You can grow this in New Orleans. It may die back in the winter, but all you have to do is heavily mulch it. So usually in your second year, you're gonna get a nice crop of flowers and fruit. This moringa will all die down like this in the winter and then can be used to feed the soil. Then we have other crops that don't really need much help. I mean, look at this. We have a Seminole pumpkin that's running through essentially on gravel. We got a little pumpkin down here. If you come a little closer, you know, a little pumpkin. We aren't growing for that, but seeds from that would be pretty amazing because they're acclimated. Check out these flowers here. This is gonna load up with moringa pods, and we'll have a bunch of them acclimated to New Orleans. As we come through here, we've got some nice lab beans, the purple.
Go.
So here's Lego spinach, survivor in doesn't need much rain, originally from Africa, I believe, edible, and wonderful, beautiful flowers like amaranth or celosia in that sort of family. Back here, look at this beauty. It's swamp mallow. Does really well here without much care, produces beautiful flowers. In here we have, this is button bush. Look at, we got a nice little big black bee on there. Button bush, this is a native one, sort of looks like a COVID flower. As we move throughout here, this is Thai roselle. Both the leaves and the calyx and flowers are all healthy in tea. You can look that up. Here's one kind of holy basil under there. So we're stacking plants. We've got this whole area covered with everything growing. The more green you have, the better things are gonna grow. We've also got in here, did we look at this already? This is the Tithonia rotundifolia, the orange Mexican sunflower. Got that from Tom at Veggie Farms. And as we move over here a little more, we have a nice strawberry guava coming up right here. This in New Orleans is everywhere. So you want to get rid of this. This is called Caradia japonica. Get rid of it. It will take over. Also, this is nice. Look at that one little bit. This is called Biden's alba. It's really nice if you have a field and you just want a bunch of bees. The flowers are actually medicinal. The whole plant is medicinal. It's a heavy metal accumulator, so it'll pull lead and cadmium up from the soil, but it'll also just carpet everything and take over. So you want a balance of things that will kind of take over and things you can divide. So look at this. This is not just an edible, nutritious plant. It's also a living mulch. So we take this, boom, pop it right around this strawberry guava, get rid of this little guy. So we're constantly going through here, letting stuff grow up, letting it go down, feeding it, adjusting the soil, making it better. This is a nice one. This is candlestick cassia. It's a nitrogen fixer. It should be cut back a little bit because they want it to feed this strawberry guava that's in here. But look how happy the leaves are on this strawberry guava. Again, August 1st. The more you can get things growing together, the better they're going to support one another. And yet, so often we want to go and we want to just separate everything, just have one plant growing in the middle of bare soil, and then we wonder why we have issues with that. Come over here a little more. This is a bit out of control. We'll take care of this, but this is a pink pussy willow. Again, this is Biden's alba. we want to pull as much of this as possible and just get rid of it. You can burn it. You know, if you try to compost it, you really got to make sure it's composted, because these roots come out of the stalks as they lay down. You can see that right there, all right? And it will take over. Under here, look, we have a nice little jaboticaba. This is a red that survived the snow of last year. They like shade. What we're gonna do is we're gonna put a ring around that, and we're just gonna continue piling up mulch. If you come over here, we have another one of those reds come through here. Another one right here that's even a little bit healthier. And this is a seedling from Adam at Flying Fox Fruits. If you come back here, this is a nice Suriname over there as well. Here's a beautiful guava. This is one of the Castro Red. We're gonna try to maybe cover this up to about 4 feet. So what we're gonna do in the winter, we're gonna put a ring around it, cut it, say in September, October, and just cover the bottom to see if we can't get a little head start for next spring. This is the Tithonia diversifolia. If you back up a little bit, you'll be able to see just how tall this is. But this is gonna load up with big yellow flowers, great to feed the soil. It's a nutrient accumulator. This is another nitrogen fixer. This is the Cassia pendula. So all this stuff is being used to feed the soil. Over here, long beans. These are the Thai long beans, produce real long pods. You can actually see some right here hanging there. You can see those. All right, so this is, you know, edible, also a nitrogen fixer. Look at those beautiful babies. Again, moringa rising up as a sort of living trellis. And then, look, we've got our Seminole pumpkin climbing up the moringa. This will just be beautiful to watch. We've got life. Look at this little guy. Hey, buddy. Oh, he jumped away. All right, as we come a little further down here, this is a nice native Gaillardia. Look at this beautiful flower of the squash right there growing on concrete. We'll see what happens with this. This is a silverberry in the Eleangus family. Come through here a little bit. We've got a strawberry tree. So we want to clear some of the stuff that's grabbing it. So I'll come through later today with some mulch and hit this. We've got another right here, another Suriname cherry variety. And then all throughout here, these are just cover crops. So inside of here, we have some different cowpeas. We have sun hemp that's growing up. This soil was just absolute garbage, so we're building it all up. This is a nice Thai dwarf mulberry. It's a rare variety that just produces clumps and clumps of mulberries. We've got a curry tree right here. This will die back in the winter and then return an incredibly delicious leaf. Really nice. All right, and we just go through here and you can kind of see and feel it's almost like a microclimate. It's a little cooler under there. Now let's come back here. So here we have some nice moringa sort of shading the deck area. We've got some of that Seminole pumpkin that we would love to start climbing up here. If you come back here, this is our oak leaf papaya. This is a more hardy papaya, small. This one only has flowers. This is arrowroot. The bottom's edible. This is a perennial green, Ciso. Ciso spinach, originally from Brazil. It comes back year after year. Real healthy, can be eaten fresh or raw. Raw or cooked. So here you can see this one has some nice little fruits on there. If you look in here, some bigger ones, but they stay pretty small. They're about the size of a Cheeto. All right. And if we go over here, when we're talking about microclimates, so this is the Castro guava that we covered last year. We put a Viz Queen around it. There's a video of that. And then look at these babies. Beautiful. Beautiful. Right here in New Orleans. They are, I would say, another 3 or 4 days. And these sweet babies are ready to go. Here's the thing. With proper protection in this city, we could be growing stuff like this and multiple different varieties all over the city. We could have guava, and so that's what we're trying to do at Chris. We're trying to take the seedlings, fruit those, then air layer those, and just protect them for anybody who wants them. So that's the corner project. We'll look at Witchy Wonderland in a moment and how we're combining it all. So thank you. All right, y'all, here's another fun little area in the corner project. This is dwarf tamarillo. It is a small little fruit in the solanum family, in the tomato family, in the tree tomato family. It is loved by cardinals. The flowers are loved by big black bees. It grows pretty readily once you have it established in a crack, whatever. It's as simple as one of these has. Look inside here. Look at all those seeds. You may not be able to see them, but imagine all of these drop. You have 1,000 seeds, and the ones that are the strongest will survive. And so year after year, it gets hardier and hardier. Again, there was nothing growing here. So we put some cowpeas in there. We're gonna go through and pull out some of the, see these black bees having a blast? They're loving it. Another little moringa growing up that we'll use to feed the soil. All right, that's good for that. When we're growing, we want to be able to spread the knowledge and the plants that we've determined work well from one space to another. So here, we simply took a little cutting of the moringa from over at the corner project and jammed it into the ground here at the Witchy Wonderland. So this is going to grow up high. We're building our own mulch. We're going to use this to feed the soil around here. Same with this Tithonia diversifolia. Same with this cassia. We've got a small pawpaw here. This baby's alive. If it doesn't have leaves, you can tell by the green on the wood. You want to water these once a week, just a deep, slow drip. We're going to put another pawpaw near there as well. Again, we have this. We want to get out all of this Bidens here. We're going to pull out all of that. I don't like to pull stuff. This is a sort of tropical little thing that, same thing, it'll take over, but that one I'll usually cut down. And we put over here, if you look, we took a bunch of cuttings of the lemon verbena from the corner project, just stacked them down right here. Threw this over it. And what they've done is there's roots under here, and now we have new lemon verbena coming up on what would otherwise be, I mean, look at this, it's a gravel, right? But we're growing something there. We've got something going. As we go further down here, got a nice beautiful flower of the Thai roselle starting to open up. Again, edible, medicinal. A couple papaya here that they won't do anything this year, but they'll form nice trunks that we can then mulch around. This is the beautiful flowers of the purple lab. This is Molokia, Egyptian spinach. Doesn't need any water. In the heat of our summer, it's powerful. Also called jute mallow. The fibers are used for mats and different things in Vietnam. It's used as a soup in Lebanon, other places in the Middle East. This is Nananhia, or lulo it's also called. It's starting to flower. This, believe it or not, despite looking like the cactus from Rick Moranis's Little Shop of Horrors, Feed Me Seymour, it likes a little more shade. This will produce a nice little orange fruit. Again, Naranjia. As we go through a little more, these are coming to the end of their life cycle. I probably don't need to tell most of you this, but you know, you wait till these are dry, and then you have all of your sunflower seeds for the next winter. Leave some for the birds, get some for yourself. All right. As we come through here again, this is sun hemp. These are cowpeas. This is a cover crop to build this soil here. This is an air-layered fig that I just put in this year. It's from a tree of ours over on Needle Street. It is a LSU Tiger. These are going to go nice and red, but I mean, it's its first year in the ground, but because it's air-layered, it's already fruiting. So that's what we try to do. All of the figs we sell are air-layered figs that we do ourselves. Here's another beautiful strawberry tree. Growing up, this produces nice little cotton candy flavored berries. Here's this pretty guy. You know, just look at this mix of life, all kind of growing together. And this is a long, if you can catch that, that's a long-tailed skip or something. It's that little moth butterfly. It likes beans. It has a relationship, especially with lab beans, with the purple ones, but I think it'll leave its caterpillars on any kind of beans. Look at how long these babies get. This is the Thai soldier long bean. I've been growing this for about 10 years, so, you know, it can be cooked up. You can make like a little hummus out of them. All right, they need no care. I mean, look on the stop sign. We've got to clear that a little bit, but that's all the Thai soldier long bean as well.
Good hardy bean.
Yeah, it's hardy. This is also a natural sort of trellis. This, the moringa, everything can grow up there. We've got a strawberry guava down here. In its infancy, maybe it's, you know, needs a little bit of shade. They'll need more light as it gets older. Zinnias, of course, they need no care. And then, you know, again, the Tithonia rotundifolia, Mexican sunflower. All right, we've got to clear this a little bit, like I said. And then in here, we've got on the edge, pineapple guava. I showed you earlier the button bush over at the corner project. This is just a cutting from that button bush. So once you have some of these things established, you can spread and move them from place to place. I want to show you, well, here's another little strawberry guava under there, starting up. We're going to cover that heavily with mulch. Oops, we've got over here, somewhere in here, a pretty little, this is a cherry of the Rio Grande. So what we'll do is in the winter, if it freezes, we'll just build something around it and pile it up with mulch. And that mulch will be enough to insulate it, and we shouldn't lose any of the woodiness. Let's just show you one more thing over here. Here we just dropped a bunch of seeds. All right, this is holy basil. Beautiful smelling. Oh, you smell that?
Oh man, that's beautiful.
This is revered in Ayurvedic medicine. There's multiple different varieties, but we just drop seeds, and then we put this little mulch around it once they started coming up. We didn't go and try to force plants right here. So that's the end of our little tour. Please reach out if you have any questions, need any help, and we thank you.